we're all fueled up. That was painfully expensive, but it is what it is. I did score some beautiful shrimps from the local fish market though. So we're gonna have some lovely passage food. Yay! Well, we have to make quite the jump from La Cruz up to Los Frailes, I think it's called. It's on the Baja Peninsula. Because we need to make some ground. But unfortunately, there's no weather window in the near future. That's good for us, and we're a bit on a time crunch, so we have to push through this no matter what. It's 280 miles, I think. We've been going for the first 10 and already had a beautiful whale encounter. There is a mama whale with a baby whale. Might have been a daddy whale. I don't know. Bigger whale, smaller whale. And he was doing jumping exercises. So that was really sweet. And we've been thinking of what are we going to do for you guys if there is going to be 280 miles of motoring. I had this wonderful idea that William is super excited about. That every half an hour we're going to tell you what we're doing. And then we're just going to put it together so you have an overview of all the exciting things happening on Karl during a 280 miles motor voyage. I hope you're more excited than Flo about this idea.
I am.
Super excited.
Yeah. I can't wait for the alarm to go off and tell you that I'm still doing nothing.
So, from here on, we're going to give you a little peek into what we're up to every half hour. You'll see the clock running in the top right corner. Now, full disclosure, we didn't quite manage to keep this up for the entire 72 hours. But hey, we gave it our best shot.
Well, I tried to fix this bow, and while polishing it, it's breaking up again. So I might have to do it again.
We might see you doing this again in a couple of half hours.
So while I'm trying to fix the bow,
Wow, I just saw two massive yellowfin tunas like swim right by our boat. There's a beautiful fish market in La Cruz, so when we were, well, after we filled the tank with diesel, I snuck over there and got us a kilo of prawns.
special request. Make salt smaller.
I'm checking the weather because the waves, although they're not really bad, but they're short. It's 6 seconds, so so I was just checking whether they're gonna stay like this or whether we're gonna have a little bit of change. So it seems that tonight they'll move up a notch. The frequency goes up from 6 to 15, which is gonna be nice. I'm sending a presentation to one of our In-Motion fleet members, so I'm just Dropboxing her some slides, and we're discussing some points, like what could be the teaching points that.
One of the perks of a calm motor passage, it's easy and comfortable to whip up a good meal, which can be a real morale booster. First up on the menu, spaghetti arrabbiata with fresh fried shrimp. Not too shabby for life at sea, huh? Up next, discussing how we're going to split our night shifts.
How is it? Where's your dog?
I'm feeling some pressure. I think it's only 3 more days to go.
just started. We are not even sleep deprived yet. So Nika,
Ja.
what are you doing?
So?
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh,
I think I go to bed now.
looks like there's a little boat passing us. Seems to be quite small. But with the binoculars I can see the starboard light. So they must be coming towards us. Probably a sailor or maybe a fisherman.
Nika, what is going on?
We're trying to keep the truth.
It's 6 in the morning, or 7. I'm not so sure because the phone keeps changing the time zones. Anyway, the sun is up and I am still super tired. So I'll try to get a coffee and start my shift so Nikki can get some sleep. Nothing really happening. Wind died down. Sea state went down. Sun is not really up. Having a watch with a coffee. It's a bit boring if there's no wind and no sea state, but on the other hand, it can be quite relaxing. Sitting on the bow, looking at the clouds, having a coffee, having Nika sleep. Well, it can go on for some hours like this. Either sailing or flat seas. Like yesterday when you have the choppy waters and the wind on the nose and the engine running. Yay, some land. We are passing the, I think they are called Islas Marias, some islands on our way to Baja, California. And as soon as we pass this one, we have to turn a bit to port side and then crossing the Gulf.
Well, we're debating to go for a swim, and now we have this discussion. Because I said I want to switch the engine off, and Flo said that he's heard that it's not good for the diesel engine to be shut off for a short time, so it should rather be kept running and idle rather than shutting it down. But there's no underlying argument so far for his point, so I'm not convinced yet. So I've asked my patrons, we have this little WhatsApp group, if anyone can come up with a good argument for his side of the story. But so far, nothing is backing him. If any one of you knows the reason behind that, let me know in the comments, because I'm really curious. I'm happy to be convinced of this.
Das weiß ich nicht.
Jumping into the ocean with no land in sight and thousands of meters of water underneath me steers a mix of emotions. I can feel my heart racing. There's a natural kind of fear. Even though flow is on the boat, the vastness around me makes me feel small, aware that the ocean holds immense power. Yet, at the same time, I feel an overwhelming sense of peace. It's as if I'm one with the ocean, with nature itself. There's a strange comfort in the vastness. I'm present. I'm alive. I'm both anxious and grounded, knowing that everything I need to live is right here, floating beside me in this small sailboat. Switching off the motor and diving into the ocean feels like hitting a pause button on life, a precious reminder to stop, to breathe, and to be still in the moment.
How's it going?
Good. Found a way to kill some time.
So what do I do when I have watched? I have Nika make a coffee.
I think you were supposed to make this coffee. As you were also supposed to do the dishes. It's not happening yet.
So what's for dinner today?
Still have the shrimpies. So I think we're gonna make shrimp wraps. I think it's a lot, so we're gonna have half for dinner and half tomorrow with shrimp omelette.
Since Boga isn't getting as much physical exercise when we're on passage, I try to keep her brain busy instead. I set up little hidden treat obstacle courses or play the classic shell game, where she has to figure out which of my fists or some cups has the treat. Keeps her sharp, and it's a fun way to pass the time.
The moon is coming up and it's very, very pretty. First I thought it was a boat.
While the shrimp frittata is cooking, it's time for a quick cleanup. Who would have thought that vacuum would be part of the passage routine? But hey, even at sea, someone's got to keep things tidy, right?
Reinke, jetzt chillt ein Seelöwe.
Looks like someone's gonna make some water.
So Reinke, what's the plan?
I'm gonna make water, but the hose is coming up too much, so I'm gonna try and submerge it a bit more with this. Super nifty instructions.
So Reinke, what happened here?
We got a little fishy, we got a little fishy. We got lucky. You happy?
Yes.
That was a nice fish. That's gonna feed us for a bit. It's good, we're low on food, so. We just ran out of shrimp, so this was pretty much the time. What are we gonna make with it? What are we gonna make from it? Some of it sashimi.
Yes, definitely.
I think I still have some sushi wraps. Make some sushi.
Yeah.
Or like really quickly fried teriyaki steaks. Just like 1 minute.
Yeah, probably it's more than one meal.
Yay! Nice.
Unfortunately, it's not the fish.
Not yet.
Is there land, Boogie?
Is there land? Have you had enough? We've been on passage now for 3 days, 3 nights. Pure motoring. I don't think I've ever had that before, but it is what it is. All in all, it was a beautiful passage. We've had it all. We've had it all. We really had it all. Just no bloody wind. But hey, luckily I've got Big Red, and she was purring nicely all the way through. Well, there's 3 boats here in the bay of Los Frailes, so we're gonna do a little spin and see where we're gonna put ourselves. Looks very different. Very deserty, rocky, white kind of, what is that, limestone? I don't know. Let's drop that anchor. Thank you, Fred. And thank you, Karl, obviously. And thank you, little autopilot. I really packed it away. Holy smokes. A lot of motoring. But we made it. Boga, you want to go to the beach? You want to go to the beach? Yeah? How much do you want to go to the beach? You wanna go to the beach? Yeah?
How much do you want to go to the beach? How much? How much?